This is a video from eSkills Zone. For more videos, notes, and certificates, please visit www.eskillszone.com.
Hello and welcome. Hi viewers. Today in this video we will learn how to add charts in Microsoft PowerPoint. You may add charts in your slides in a presentation. Microsoft PowerPoint provides you a variety of charts which you can use in your presentations. You can also insert charts created in another application such as Microsoft Excel. Before going further, let us have a look at some important terms associated with charts. First, we will discuss datasheet. So we must know the definition of all these features. The most important term is number one is datasheet. And the definition is a sheet with rows and columns that resembles a spreadsheet in which you can type your data. So this is the definition of data sheet. And the second term is plot area. So you must know all these terms before going into learning how to add charts in Microsoft PowerPoint. So the plot area definition is a rectangular area bounded by two axes where the chart is plotted. This is another useful term which is called plot area. And the third term is axis. It is a line that frames one side of the plot area. The two common are as follows: A, X axis or category axis. This is the horizontal axis of the chart. B, Y axis or value axis. This is the vertical axis of the chart. So these are two important axes. One is called the x-axis or category axis. This is the horizontal axis of the chart. And the another one is called the y-axis or value axis. This is the vertical axis of the chart. The fourth important term is data label. A label that describes a specific series of data markers. Fifth term is data series, and the definition is data series are the main categories of information in a chart and are usually reflected in chart's legend and in the first cell of datasheet row or column. This is how it is defined, data series. And the sixth important term is legend. So these are very, very important terms you must know before learning how to insert chart in Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. And the legend is defined as it identifies each data series in a unique color or pattern. And seventh term is data table, and the definition is a table that displays in the chart listing the exact data in the data sheet. The eighth term, the most important term, is the grid lines, which are the most important term, and it is defined as lines that display across the category or value axis, which enhances the chart's readability. Is called grid lines. So viewers, basically there are 8 terms, most important terms we must learn, we must know before learning how to insert a chart in a slide. So after learning all these terms, now we will start how to insert a chart in a slide. To insert a chart in a slide, we will follow the given steps. First, we will click the Insert tab from the ribbon. Then we will click the Charts option from the Illustrations group. The Illustrations group contains the Chart option, and it says insert a chart to illustrate and compare data. Bar, pie, line, area, and surface are some of the available types. So we'll click on this option like this. Now we'll select the category of the chart we want to insert in our slide. So we will select the column chart. So we'll type the 3D chart. Like if you drag the mouse over any of the chart, it defines the name of that chart. Like if I drag the mouse over this chart, the name of the chart is clustered column. The second one is the stat column. Third one is the 100% stat column, and then 3D clustered column, stat column in 3D, and 100% stat column in 3D. So we are going to select the 3D column in our presentation today. So we'll click the OK button like this. And we will press the OK button this way. So it takes a little bit of time. So viewers, now you can see that we can see a ready-made chart and a data sheet with ready-made data. So we'll type the data column or row labels that we want to include in the chart. We will delete any data available in the ready-made sheet. Now we'll observe the changes in the chart. Like here in this case, in this ready-made sheet, we will now change the data like the values now we are going to give over here. It will be like the names of the subjects like maths. Second one is computer. The third one is physics. And the fourth one is chemistry. And the series we're gonna have here over here is first term. Second one is second term. Third one is the third term. And now we're gonna give the obtained marks obtained by the students, like we're gonna give the value like 88, 89, different values we can give over here, 67, and then 78. Likewise, we can give a different value for the second term like 78, 78, 89, and 85. Likewise, in third term, we're going to give a different value like 90, 88, and 78, and 86. So we have given different values. So we may also format our chart by using Design Layout tab. Now we'll close the data sheet by clicking the Close button. To return to the slide, we'll click elsewhere in it. So we'll click the Close button like this. And now viewers, you can see that the chart is inserted in our presentation. And we can drag it and can squeeze the size like this. So this is the chart we have just inserted in our presentation. So you can move a little bit up and can extend the size for a better view and presentation like this. So viewers, now you can see that we have inserted a 3D column chart, and you can see multiple graphical data. Like if you can see, the first term is highlighted in the color below, and the second one is in with red, and the third term is colored in green color. So if you can see that the first term marks are highlighted in blue, so you can see the math has a higher one, and the second term the math has a lower value, and in the third term the subject math has a little bit higher value. So you can also, if you drag the mouse over at the top of the each and every column, then it gives you the values of that particular subject marks in the particular term. And if you see and compare the chemistry marks, then you can see that in first term the marks were 78, and in the second term the marks are 85, and the last term, the third term, the marks are 86. So you can see a gradually higher differences between all these three terms. So this is a better way to see before, besides instead of looking into each and every value of the data, you can easily see your data graphically, and this way you can easily identify the differences, like if the marks obtained were decreasing or increasing. You can always find and note down the differences with the help of this charts. So it is the very best option. So there are multiple ways. If you click on it, and you can see and click at the design tab and the layout tab and the format tab, you can always change a different color. Like in this case, if you want to give a different color, like if you want to give a black background and give a black presentation at the background, then you can always give it to it. And then if you want to see the layout, then you can click on it, and here you can see that there are chart tiles, axis tiles, legends, data labels, data table. So these are all basically the all terms we have just learned before in learning the inserting charts into the presentation, like the chart title, axis title, these are the x-axis and the y-axis, legends. You can see if you press the none, then you can turn off the legend. This is the part of the legends, and even if you show the legend at the right at the bottom, then you can always click any of the option. So if you chart tiles, if you click at the chart tiles and press none, then you can always give it to it. If you want to give it over here, then you can type the chart title, like in this case we will give it result sheet. And if you want to give the axis titles, like you can see at the axis title and tile blue axis. If you want to give it, you can give always give a different, like subjects is the title of the axis. Like here you can see that you have different subjects of the students, and the name of the sheet is the result sheet, the title of the chart, and this is the title of the axis. And we have just learned the legends. These all three, first term, second term, and third term, is the legends. We have just turned off the legends and then turn on back, and we can give different data labels. If you want to show it, then it's up to you. Then we can show the data table. Likewise, if you want to show it all the values, then you can go for it. But if you don't want to, then it's up to you. And if you want to see the primary axis, primary vertical axis, you can always do the changes. So there are multiple options that are available. There are labels group, axis group, background group, and 3D rotation. If you want to do it, then you can always do with the help of this 3D rotation. Like in this case, if you want to make changes to your x-axis, you can always do it with the help of this. I think that's much better, this one. And you can give fill, like you want to give pattern, texture, gradient, solid, no fill. You can do anything like. And if you can see the border color, you can always give it to it. Solid color, long color, border styles, you can always give it to the, like in this case, if you want to give it to it and use a different color. You can give width as well, rounded corners if you want to. Then viewers, you can see that we can see here changes. It has rounded corners. Cap type should be square or round. Joint type should be bevel or milter. And you can give a shadow to it. Like if you give a different color, you know, always give a different color to the shadow. You can see the shadow below the chart. And the presets can be like this. In this case, we will give this one, offset diagonal bottom. We want to use this, and we'll give a different color like green. To the shadow. And then you can give the transparency as well. You can increase the sizes of the shadow. This way you can increase the size of the shadow. Like in this case, we have used the purple color, the color purple. We have used this color, and we can increase the size of it as well. And we can go with the soft edges. You can give multiple options from the format chart area: size, positions, all text. So viewers, that's all about the topic of how to insert charts in Microsoft PowerPoint, and I hope that you like my video. And that's all, and thanks for watching.